Well, Paris is buzzing with excitement and football fans are on edge. We're just hours before the final kickoff of Euro 2016 when France takes on Portugal. Paris is itching for a win on home turf, but Portugal is in battle mode. They came in third in their group and they fought their way up. Star striker Cristiano Ronaldo is hungry for his first major title. I want to bring in my colleagues who've been tracking the tournament and the fans and the security and everything else going on there. Our Isa Soares is in Lisbon. Becky Anderson and Alex Thomas are in Paris. Great to have you with us. I want to go first to Alex. France no doubt hoping to replicate their 1998 World Cup success.
Yes, that's right, Lynda. We're 7 floors up above the Champs-Élysées, one of the most famous central parts of Paris, France's capital. Very touristy. Normally there's lots of beeping of car horns anyway, but particularly so all day today, this Sunday, July the 10th, as Euro 2016 comes to a climax, because France is ready to party if their team, known as Les Bleus, can beat Portugal and lift the European Championship trophy, the Henri Delaunay Cup, for a third time in their history and the second time on home soil. And you know, French football fans, Lynda, are kind of used to success in their own backyard, because the French team also won the World Cup when it hosted it back in 1998. At that time, it was seen as a real unification of the country, which had real ethnic tensions then, as it does now. This time around, people aren't expecting quite as much from the team, but they are hoping for it to win and put a smile on their faces after such a miserable time in this country, and particularly this city over the last 18 months with 2 terror attacks, Lynda.
And of course, 2 of the world's most exciting players will be on the pitch.
Yes, if you're looking for match winners on either of these 2 teams, then you have to look no further for Portugal than Cristiano Ronaldo, the megastar who plays for Real Madrid. And he's in an interesting position. He's 31 years old, and although his coach laughed off suggestions this could be his last game for his country, because he would be 35 by the time the next Euros comes around, there is no doubt that Ronaldo would crave a first major international trophy with his country. He's won plenty of silverware with the various club teams that he's played for, and is always often compared to Lionel Messi, who plays for Barcelona. They're both rivals in Spain. Messi recently, after failure at the Copa America, quit playing for Argentina. So can Ronaldo go one better than his great rival? If he does become a European champion with Portugal, it would cement his place as one of the greatest footballers ever, Lynda. For France, they've got Antoine Griezmann, the top scorer at this tournament so far, who plays for Atletico Madrid. And Griezmann really is the man that all of France are hoping can score the goals to bring them the title, Lynda.
Excellent. Alex, stand by for us. I want to go to Becky. Many commentators are saying that this final is much bigger than football. This is about bringing an entire nation together. Set the scene for us there.
Well, let me set you the scene here. I'm about, I don't know, 20-minute walk away from the Paris bureau where Alex is. And let me just get you a sense of what's going on here. They opened the gates here at the fan zone about 3 hours ago. I hazard a guess there are about 70,000 people here at present. Don't quote me on that, but this holds a capacity of 90,000. We're 2 hours away from the start of the game. And I think it would be fair to say that a carnival atmosphere, which is what we've got here, is the least that this country deserves.
2 of the gunmen at least went into the offices of Charlie Hebdo.
Borders of France have been sealed, the neighborhoods have been closed off. They may think there's still somebody out there.
It's been 18 months since the shootings at Charlie Hebdo and 8 since the November attacks that left 130 people dead in this city of Paris. And while the city and the country is still dealing with the wounds of those events, this is a city ready to move on. Well, the sun is shining here in the City of Light, so come with me as I take stock of the mood ahead of Sunday's final. A lot of focus this past year and a half has been on the security threats facing France. And just days before the Euro 2016 tournament kicked off, it seemed even Mother Nature didn't want to play ball. The River Seine flooded to levels not seen in decades. Nowhere represents French resilience more than this, La Place de la République. It's become the heart, the beating heart of Paris and by extension, the country. It's where in the aftermath of the attacks, people gathered to vent their sorrow and frustration and also to show their solidarity and desire to ensure that life continues to be lived to the fullest. Walking the streets of this city on a beautiful summer day, it's easy to think that all is well and that the healing power of football has succeeded in unifying this country. Who knows what's ahead? Given that, I think we'd all be forgiven for having a little bit of fun. For now, what really matters is enjoying Gay Paris and the beautiful game. Maestro, reveal. All right, well, this is that, and we will be getting our guests this week on Connect the World to sign this. And like I say, having a bit of fun, because after all, it's been a tumultuous year for France, of course. There is an awful lot of security around this tournament, as you can imagine. Let me just give you some of the facts as they stand. 3,500 police alone here at the fan zone, 500 security agents. Let me tell you, that's one agent for less than 50 people. The French trying to take no risks at all. The fan zone has already welcomed more than 1 million people over the duration of this tournament. Let's hope things are peaceful, not quiet, because it will be awfully noisy tonight. But as I say, you know, something like 70,000 here, expecting something like 90,000. Let me tell you, Lynda, there will be likely as many Portuguese fans as there will be French fans here tonight. There are 600,000 Portuguese living in Paris. They call it Portugal's second city, and there are an awful lot of those fans here tonight to see this game. Lynda?
A great deal of excitement there, Becky, and it looks like the weather is beautiful. I want to go now to Isa Soares, who is with the fans there in Portugal. Isa, there has been some criticism directed at the Portugal team. They've been called dull and boring. They've continued to brush it off. What's the atmosphere there like right now?
Well, the atmosphere, as you can probably hear, is quite electrifying. And you will see the majority of people are starting to pack this Height of the Paso area. But what's absolutely interesting is that majority of people will tell you, Lynda, that really, you know, they haven't played a brilliant football, that's for sure. That actually, the coach, Fernando Santos, actually called them ugly ducklings, because he said, look, we're not playing brilliant football like the kind of football we saw in the 1990s under Luis Figo, under the golden generation, but they're bringing results. So according to the coach, as long as they make it to the final, which he promised, that's important, but they should not be underestimated, Lynda, because many people will say, you know, we've got a great team. They said, I was speaking to people here, look, you've been called boring, dull, not playing great. You had one of the really weakest groups in the tournament and you doggedly fought there. Do you think you can achieve it? And people said, actually, yes, we can. The football hasn't been brilliant, but we have a brilliant team. By that, I think they have expertise. Many were saying under their leader, Christiano Ronaldo. They've got Nani, they've got Pep, but also they've got a flurry of young, talented individuals like Sanchez, who's only 18 years of age. And more than anything, people here have been telling me they've got grit, and it's that they think that will bring the championship home.
And Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, hoping, I think all the fans are hoping that he will bring the trophy home.
Oh, absolutely. When you ask anyone in the streets here of Lisbon who they think will score, the majority of people see at CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo. He is the idol. Many obviously saying a lot of the new players. But when I ask what do you think the outcome will be tonight, they said Portugal win. Interestingly enough, Lynda, majority of people think that Portugal will go to penalties. And if they do go to penalties, they said Portugal's got a good chance. But what we've seen in this tournament, you know, with Portugal going through in third place, is that Cristiano Ronaldo as a captain has been a unifier, has been a fighter for the team. We've seen him extremely passionate, sometimes even swearing on TV. And I think people hope that he can bring the team together and really trying to find the team and bring that tournament. Because really, as you know, Portugal's never won any sort of tournament or trophy. So this, they're hoping, is their moment. The party, as you can see, is already underway.
And is there any predictions on the final result?
Personally, I'm not a betting lady, Lynda, so I can't tell you.
Alex, your predictions? What do you think the result will be?
I have to be honest, but...
Well, I said on Becky's show earlier that I thought it'd be 1-1 after normal time, goalless after extra time, and Portugal win on a penalty shootout. But really, that's plucking it out of thin air. Too close to call.
And Becky?
I'm going with Alex, because it will make it really exciting. I have no idea.
All right, Becky Anderson, Alex Thomas, Soares, great to have you all with us. Thank you.